reverse the world. They ready for base hit.
I was coming with something like that. Ooh, ooh, got my mask on, got my gloves on. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Hey, they reverse the world. Don't think they ready for the spasm. Waves, where you think you going? You can't miss this. Turn it up to max and sit back and watch that bass hit. Hey, just the type of beat that make your glass break. Hey, I feel like Stone Cold with the glass break. Wait, where you think you going? You can't miss this. Turn it up to max and sit back and watch that bass hit. Wait, huh? This the type of beat that make you jump. I got too much energy like Lil Pump or something. Got me running, Forrest Gump or something. Trying to tell me this ain't hard. Must be something crazy. Must be. And I'm rocking pink and white like I'm Trixie. When Lil Cash I'm on the mic, he be spitting. I don't even know what's up next, but I'm still lit. And I keep a teacher in the front like a field trip. Know I'm going hard, think I finally found him.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Now let's take a look at Honolulu's opening lineup. Kevin Love out there with O'Neal. And it's Wall. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Hield in at the small forward position. No good from Durant. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Honolulu. And the great thing about Durant, he gives you a lot of everything.
Yeah, it goes way beyond being versatile. This guy is a great shooter, an elite historical scorer, rebounder, passer, shot blocker, one of the most complete players in the history of the game.
Thompson with the bucket.
Klay Thompson is not about to let a three go unanswered. Big-time shot.
Pass to Harden. Here's Bembry, covered by Hield. Aldridge's screen. 5 to shoot. Here's Bembry over Hield. Bembry misses.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Charity stripe shot. That's good on the jump shot.
My phone was in my pocket, and I didn't hear it ring until the winter turned me down, so that was at work today.
Thompson's got 5.
Such a terrific, efficient mid-range shooter. Thompson given space, he takes advantage.
Here's Aldridge, and the dunk by Aldridge.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the head coach for Honolulu gave me a few minutes. He talked about the best strategy of containing Kevin Durant on the offensive end. Coach told me Kevin's going to get his. You can't stop that. But if you can push him off his favorite spots, it might make his production a bit more palatable to our defense. Well, they've done their homework on KD, but the exam is going to be harder. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer. And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Oh, guys, how good is Love at fighting through the contact to finish and score it?
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Honolulu with the change here, too. Markkanen, he's checked in for O'Neal. Now, here's Mills. Pass to Harden. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lays it up and banks it in. And, Greg, some players say they watch the standings. Others say they ignore them. Which side were you on?
You know, at times I did a little of both, but I typically wanted to watch, especially when my team was relevant. There was a couple years where I had no desire at all to see where our team was because I knew we were pretty close to the bottom.
And the Nets with possession here after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Here's Claxton, covered by Hield. Claxton no good. Honolulu leading by 4. Markkanen kicks to Hield. That one wide left. And for Honolulu, they're coming off a good outing against the Lakers. Now here's Mills, covered by Wall. The pass to Harden. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And we know about Harden's scoring abilities, but his team heavily relies on that vision and playmaking as well.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at Honolulu. Right now they've been able to gather the 8th best record in the conference as the latter part of the season approaches.
And when I look at Honolulu, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
And here's Harden following Russell Westbrook's 3. Harden with a screen on Harris. Back to Harden. Down low. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
Markkanen. Passes to Love. Markkanen kicks to Rubio. There's the 3. They get it back. Back to Markkanen. Passes it to Westbrook. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Westbrook's got 6 points.
You love the quickness that Russell Westbrook gets into in the catch-and-shoot opportunities. Rise and fire, young sir.
Harden, that's good. Here's Westbrook. Pass to Rubio. Over Harden. Rubio misses. Pass to Clemens. Outside, KD. Over Love. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
It's just such confidence when Kevin Durant gets into that mid-range jumper. Like, forget about it, defense. It's over.
And at the end of one, both teams.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Honolulu.
They've definitely had a hot hand from 3-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
On the court for Honolulu, Joe Harris is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Markkanen. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Bledsoe in at the 2 spot. And here's Mills from the arc. And then it's another 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Mills can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
In the corner, it's Westbrook. Fires from deep. And again, it's Honolulu from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Who's coming onto the court? Come on. Get loud for your Brooklyn.
So for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Bembry in for James Harden. Thompson, he's checked in for Honolulu. All comes in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Mills. He's got 6. The pass to Clemens. The feed to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And this is the power you like seeing from Aldridge, leaving no room for error with that flush.
Out to the right wing. The three from Mills. And the Nets, another three.
You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from behind the arc in the opening period. Two here in the second.
Wall looking for an opening. And again, it's Honolulu from deep.
Let's remember, this was once a weakness of John Wall's game. Now, boy, you've got to guard that three-point shooting.
To the paint. Deflects the pass. Here's Claxton, guarded by O'Neal. Takes the 13-footer, and it's off the back rim. No good. Honolulu leading by 7. And Markkanen out of Finland, Greg, was one of the hot names in free agency this last summer.
And surprisingly, didn't get an extension before the season. Just hard to find 7-footers that can shoot like Markkanen. You knew at least a few teams would try and lure him away.
So it's Brooklyn now, following the three-pointer by John Wall.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Thompson for the triple. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Klay Thompson can be one of the most lethal scorers in the league. It happens quick with this guy.
Clemens passes to Bembry. Passes to Clemens. Will it go? O'Neal with the rebound.
I know he wants to answer the three that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Now here's Wall. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Right side, Markkanen. Rebounded by the Nets. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. And if you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
That's exactly right. Miscues drive a coach crazy. You're giving them more opportunity than you're giving yourself, and that's always problematic.
And a new group in for the Nets. Paul Millsap's checked in for Aldridge. Johnson comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And it's James Harden in for Patty Mills. A big group substitution here for Honolulu. Love's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Joe Harris comes in for Royce O'Neal. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for John Wall.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Thompson is double. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Millsap passes to Clemens. Harden outside. Johnson sets the screen for Harden. Out of bounds. Honolulu takes possession.
To the away team.
Honolulu leading by 11. Shot and game clock separated by 5. It's stolen by Johnson. Now here's Durant. Johnson sets the screen for Durant. Over Hield. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
How do you match up with KD? This guy is so good at taking what the defense gives him. Good luck.
And so in
53, the visiting team.
Thanks very much. From one Kevin to another, you guys were dominant in that first half and you have a big lead, but do you forget about that in the second half?
Oh yeah, we got to treat it like a 0-0 game. I know we're going to stay in the locker room, we got to come out and win the third quarter. If we do that, we feel like we'll be okay, but like I said, this team is tough. We know they're capable of coming back.
Well, we'll see what happens, Kevin. Thanks. And now back to the other Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. What a fiery first half for Klay Thompson.
You love to see him just get cooking from behind the arc like this. Great looks, and he's knocking them down. Yak 'em, splack 'em, and splack-a-kataya. You can tell every time he has the opener, he feels like he can make that shot.
All right, and now time to give some recognition. Players of the month. Looking at the Eastern Conference, Joel Embiid.
The big man, Joel Embiid. Just so patient with his moves and decision-making now. His combination of size and feet work are incredible. He has that Hakeem Olajuwon gene. Looking for him to win this award many more times to come.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Mills. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Bembry in at the small forward.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Honolulu. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Thompson, and it comes off the front of the rim. Nets trail by 9. Harden outside. Harden with a screen on O'Neal. Durant kicks to Harden. The shot, no good. Wall with some nice D. And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-Star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash. We don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments. I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Now, here's Mills. He's guarded closely. And with that, the Honolulu lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Harden.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Westbrook kicks to Markkanen to the right side. And here's Wall outside. Nailed from three-point land. Wall's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Wall against Harden. The 3. And that's collected by Love. Honolulu leading by 7. For 3, Westbrook. And again, it's Honolulu from deep. We see more and more players, Doris, stretching the limits of their shooting range. How does that deep ball challenge a defense?
Well, we have to redefine what is quality defense in today's NBA because of the range shooting. What it does is it spaces the floor. It's asking big men to guard at 28 to 30 feet. And that's a very difficult thing to do for a big man 6 feet 9 and 7 feet. Things can break down quickly. You're in rotation right away. Challenging, I would say it is to guard in today's NBA.
Millsap finds Harden. Outside Durant to the middle. Here's Millsap, and Millsap puts it in.
Well, we think of Durant as a naturally gifted scorer. Fact is, this guy understands how to get his teammates open.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And no good. Nets trail by 8. 3 on 3. It's up a 3. Clemens with the bucket. Clemson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Wall. Brooklyn with the rebound. 1:29 left here in the third quarter. Here's Harden. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Shooting 5 for 8.
And on the offensive end, Harden can be such a monster. So far, he's had little trouble finding his shots.
Healed the pass to Wall. Honolulu, no good that time either.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
A big group substitution here for Honolulu. Shards checked in for Love. O'Neal comes in for Markkanen. Joe Harris is checked in for Buddy Hield. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for John Wall. Now, here is O'Neal. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Westbrook gets it to go.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
And here's Harden following Russell Westbrook's 3. To the inside. Stolen by O'Neal. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. That one a little long. Takes it inside. And with that, the Honolulu lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Patrick Mills.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
And the rejection by Harden. Out of bounds as Honolulu keeps possession.
Now, into the lineup for your Knicks, LaMarcus Aldridge.
And so it's Honolulu with it. Here's Rubio. Honolulu, no good that time either. Mills in the corner for the lead. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
I just love the unselfishness in the play of Kevin Durant. He said he wants to play the game the right way. Nice example there.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Honolulu Breeze. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Honolulu, Ricky Rubio is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Harris. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Love in at center.
Well, this is his role. Joe Harris is out there to get buckets. We know he can shoot it. He can put it on the deck. He is a tremendous player.
Now Mills. And here's Harden. The 9-foot shot, and the jumper is on the mark.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Brooklyn trailing. Mills with it. Aldridge trying to break free. Mills can't hit. Rubio outside. Over Johnson. And Rubio gets it to go on the assist by O'Neal. Rubio's got his first basket of the night. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Nets. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. One thing that stands out about Royce O'Neal, Doris, his versatility as a switchable defender.
No, this guy is elite on the defensive end. 6'4", 225 with a 6'10" wingspan. And the thing you love is he can affect shots even when he's guarding guys that have more size than him. This guy is tremendous defensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Aldridge. And Paul Millsap is subbed in for Johnson. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
And during that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear Steve Nash talking to his team. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end, stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, if you don't have an open shot, pass it around. See if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
Thanks, David.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And Mills kicks to Millsap. Mills looking it over. Pass to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Driving to the basket. Outside for Millsap. Bembry the pass to Millsap. Mills with it. Tries again. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Thompson. Pass to Harris. And here's Wall outside. And again, it's Honolulu from deep.
Really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler, absolutely cutting the deal to pieces with his move.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Now the pass to O'Neal. On the wing, Harris takes a 3. That shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. In the corner, Harden.
Last 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
Pass to Claxton. Mills in the corner. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Bembry. From outside, off the mark.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Thompson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Lets the 3 fly, and Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's got 22 points.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Pass to O'Neal. And here is Saric. Thompson for the triple. And again, it's Honolulu from deep.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Again, the miss by Thompson. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation. I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Ball against Harden. Outside, Wall. Launches it. Craps in the tray. And Honolulu leads by 11.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Wall's got the lead up to 13 now for Honolulu.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that, and then...